So I've never done a haul video before, but I asked on Instagram what everybody would like to see from me here and got a lot of good feedback, so I figured I'd give one a shot. I don't really like to watch hauls where you just hold the polish up to the camera, you can't really see what it looks like, so I'm going to do mine at this angle and include swatches of each of the polishes. So all of these polishes are from Ulta's post-holiday clearance section. They were all more or less 50% off. This first one is by Whim. It's showing up a little more blue on camera than it actually is. It's more of a lilac color. And it's called Do You Lilac Me? Do You Lilac Me is a real pretty purple cream. I needed 2 coats for this one to be opaque and it dries shiny. Okay, and next I got 2 OPI polishes. These came in a set with some flash tattoos. This first one is a real pretty kind of classic red, and it's called Love Is in My Cards. Again, just a really gorgeous red. I can see a little bit of my nail line still, but this is just one thin coat. It's so pigmented. Normally, I'm not a big fan of reds, but I absolutely love this one. So the next one is a real pretty glitter. This one is to be worn alone in just a couple of coats. And this one is called Celestial is More. There's 2 coats of the glitter. I probably could use a third. This one does dry pretty gritty, but it just has so much sparkle and shine, and there's a little bit of a scattered holographic there. I really like this one. And those came with some flash tattoos. I'll try and get them all in the camera here. The next polish is Dermelect. I absolutely love this brand, and so I love finding them on clearance. It's a real pretty sort of baby pink, and this one is called Persuasive. And there's 2 coats of the Dermelect. And this one, again, just like the other 12.5 Dermelect polishes I own, had a perfect buttery smooth formula. So I grabbed 1 China Glaze. This one is showing a little more purple on camera. It's actually more of a kind of light cotton candy bubblegummy pink. And this one is called Sweet Talk to Me. If my camera would like to focus, that'd be great. So there's that one. Sweet Talk to Me needed 3 coats. So it's a little more sheer than I prefer, but it did have a nice formula. Okay, and I got a couple of Zoyas. This first one is, again, it's showing a little more blue on camera than it is in person. It's more of kind of a cooler pinky purple. And it's got a real pretty kind of bluish green shimmer running throughout it. I'm not sure which collection this is from. I should know that, but I don't. And this one is called Leslie. And there's Leslie at 2 coats. The shimmer is very apparent on the nail with this one. The next Zoya is a real pretty baby blue. And this one I noticed on the formula. I'm really excited to try this one because it's not so much thick, but it's extremely opaque for a pastel. And once again, I don't know which collection this is from, but really I should. And this one is called Lillian. Lillian at 2 coats, and as I expected, it had a perfectly smooth, buttery formula and opaque in 2 coats. And then I grabbed 2 polishes at CVS. The nuance ones were, I think, 20% off, and I had $5 rewards, so I went ahead and grabbed these 2. I think I paid like $1.70 for the 2 of them, something like that. The first one is this Salma Hayek Nuance polish, and I really needed this one just because the name of it, my favorite nail lacquer, and it is a pretty kind of dusty, burnt, I don't know, mauve sort of color. And there's the Nuance polish, again a 2-coater, and this one dries really shiny. It is only my 2nd Nuance. The other one I got a while ago. It was a real pretty kind of royal blue called Blue Agave. And just judging by these two polishes alone, I am really pleased with this line. I really enjoy these polishes. So there is that one. And the blue also, it's got a real nice creamy formula. It's not too thick, not too thin, and it's opaque in 2 coats. And then also the Wet n Wild, one of the Mega Last polishes. I pretty much own all of these, but I don't have this one, so I got it. And it is tropicalia? Not sure. There's that one. Kind of similar to the Nuance, just a pretty corally peachy pink. And there's the Wet n Wild 2 coats. And this one, again, nice and creamy, smooth. I think especially for the price, this brand just keeps getting better and better. And at first, I thought this was a dupe for the original Sally Hansen Coral Reef. But you can kind of see a comparison. Coral Reef is a little bit brighter, and the Wet n Wild here is a little bit darker. But it is a real pretty color. So that is it for my haul. If you're wondering what was on this hand, I busted my thumbnail off. And that is another Whim polish I got from Ulta. And this one is Retro Vibe. And then on this hand is a manicure that I did for my Weekly Dose of Rainbows group. And so you should be seeing that one here pretty soon as well. So that is it for me. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see from me here, please let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.